Yeah, Rena brought that over to me into the conservation lab, and we were able to take a look at it under the microscope. One of the things that you realize when you're working with a microscope is that a work of art on paper is not two-dimensional. It has layers and layers of built-up media. The paper fibers themselves have a network that stands out. So you really are dealing with a three-dimensional work of art, even though we generally think of drawings and prints as flat objects.
And what he did was, what we can tell is he actually first laid out the initial design with pen and brown ink, kind of the basic composition, and then he went in with the washes, the gray and brown washes. And then he went over that with the black ink to articulate certain details in the composition, particularly the dishes that are in the foreground and some of the details of the ceiling in the vault, and as well as the doorway at left. And then he added these just small touches of red watercolor around the composition, especially on the two women who are standing to the left of the man who's handing her a bowl.
So once I'm looking under the microscope, it allows me to see how the paint layers or the drawing material is built up, and it gives us an idea for how the artist worked. In the case of the drawing that Rena and I looked at, we were able to determine that he used first light lines in pen, then he went over that with a wash and then reinforced it with another wash, and then on top of that he added some very heavy lines that create the primary elements of the design. So for him it was a very sort of a process of building up layers of media on the piece of paper. And that's what we see when we look at the microscope. We're able to recreate what he did.